I think the really interesting thing about Marta, my character, is that she's working in science at the very cutting edge of her field, and she's incredibly excited by what she's doing. She's very highly paid, and the project is very highly funded by the government, but there are certain things that she does not know and is not allowed to know. She's told not to ask any questions, and I think that probably suits her because she's a bright person, and if she started to think about what she was doing, she would know that there was a huge moral compromise going on. So it's kind of don't ask, don't tell. There's an arc from her being completely helpless to she becomes a kind of warrior, in a sense. I think I was on the back of a bike a couple of times in my life. It's not something I've not done a lot of motorbike riding. I mean, it's a very different thing, I think, riding a bike and being driven. I was on the back, so I had to just trust Jeremy and surrender. But there was also, hundreds and hundreds of extras driving jeepneys and cars around us that we were weaving in and out of us. So it wasn't just trusting Jeremy, which I did. I did trust him. It was all these other random things. I mean, for an accident occur, the probability was pretty high as far as I was concerned, but I had to surrender. So, but the good thing about it was I didn't have to act. I was just absolutely terrified, and so was my character, so I didn't have to act. So that was, in a way, easy. The thing I like about Bourne is the level of realism. So the stunts feel and look very realistic, partly because of Dan Bradley's great directorial skill at directing stunts, but also because they actually just are real. I mean, we were just doing them. So yeah, I mean, there was a certain amount of questions that could be asked, but actually the thing about stunts is you can't really explain them. You just have to do them. So if you saw me asking lots of questions on set, it's probably because I was incredibly anxious and I was trying to just kind of delay it. You just have to do it, and then it's like learning a dance. Well, on the back of a bike, it's just you experience it, and every time you do it, it gets a little bit less scary. Tony's a very unusual director. I've never come across anyone like him in that he's incredibly bright. He's got a very strong intellect. He's a wordsmith. He's got a great sense of control and order, all things that you need to direct. But he also loves chaos, and I think a chaos in acting. So I think that's how you get a kind of raw, edgy, kinetic acting style, which feels like reality rather than safe, stagey kind of acting. And I've never come across someone with that combination. He's got a real kind of sort of rock and roll streak in him, which by that I mean sort of a raw edginess. The Bourne legacy is raw, exciting, edgy, kinetic, dangerous, sexy, and has got heart.